Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show by DCI. It's a wise way to start the day. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, welcome to Peachtree Morning Show. And today we're so lucky because we have two amazing guest hosts here for the whole week. And I'm very grateful that you guys came. They are from Singapore, which is somewhere over there. And I've known them for a long time. They're very close friends of mine. First one is Kelly Tan. Raise your hand. Hi. And she's a DCI, SCIM, Sedona College of International Management assistant professor. And she's a co-producer of DCI tours and worldwide events globally. And she's a Diamond X program director too. And the only thing she doesn't do is my job. But I'm waiting so she can do it and I can get paid. And Jean Chuan, please raise your hand. She's also from Singapore. She's also a very close friend of mine. And she's also a DCI, SCIM assistant professor. They both do a really good job teaching people who would like to teach DCI at the Sedona College. And she's also a co-producer of all the events worldwide. So please stay healthy because without you, DCI will collapse. And Kelly, you're in charge of this show today. Let's go.
Yes, today I'll be hosting. So welcome to today's Peachtree Morning Show. And today's is the 20th April on Monday. Right. So we have a question from Julia coming from Finland. Maybe Jean, can you show us your question?
Sure, let's listen to her question.
Hello everybody, my name is Julia. I'm from Finland. Now I am in the beautiful Diamond Mountain.
Wow.
And I have a question. During last 9 months, I gained weight more than 10 kilos. So my question is, what is the cause for a beautiful body? Not just skinny, but beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Julia, for a question. All right. So Julia's question was about like gaining weight over like 9 months, and she gained 10 kilos. And she's asking, what is the cause for a beautiful body? So not just skinny, but beautiful. So I can resonate with her question because I used to be very big. I was like close to around 80 kg. So from there to lose weight was like, whoa, it's difficult to lose weight. So a lot of people tend to go on like ways, like go on diet, like don't eat or eat less. Yeah, fasting or weight loss programs. Some even go to extremes like diet pills and massive exercise. So we know that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? So even when I was like on weight, I even often tell people like, even when I breathe, I feel like I can put on weight. So that's kind of like drastic. And I think everyone wants to know, how can we really be like, and I like her question because she's saying that you don't just like skinny, but you look beautiful, right? So I know like from DCI system, we know that the seeds for beauty is not to get angry, right, Geshe-la? So then, does it work the same then? To have a beautiful body, not just like beauty, but beautiful body. Does it work the same with having not getting angry, Geshe-la?
Jeannie, what do you think?
First, I would like to say to Julia, don't worry, you gain like 10 kg over the 9 months. For the 2 months that I've been home, I've put on 5 kg. So, okay. So thank you for the question, because now I'm going to get like, some solution for my rapid weight gain at home. So I was just thinking, because she said specifically not skinny but beautiful, and based on Kelly's thought that not getting angry means we see ourselves as beautiful, right? But I'm not sure if it correlates to losing weight, because if I have the seeds to see myself as beautiful, even if I put on weight, I still see my body as beautiful. That's what I'm thinking. So is it possible then, Geshe-la, is that there's two seeds at play, meaning one, we have to take care of other people's health, meaning we help them to stay in nice shape. So then our motivation would be to help them to keep in good shape. And at the same time, don't get angry. Does that make sense?
I think it makes perfect sense. But may I point out something that you guys didn't even think about,
Yeah.
which is usually ladies who gain weight for 9 months are pregnant. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think Jeannie's got it right. I think it's two different seeds here. One is for beauty, and one is for a thin body. And I think your analysis is perfect. I think for beauty, watch your patience level. And I don't know, especially right now, to be in the house, locked in the house with all the family, it's very, very challenging. You know, we're finding out things about each other that we never wanted to know. And so I think
That's true.
actually this virus time, it's so much stress. So many people are scared
Yeah.
that it's a great time for seed system people. It's a perfect time for us to help other people. So we're so lucky. So I think first thing, try not to get angry. Like once you're stuck in the house with somebody for weeks and weeks, you can practice your patience quite to a subtle level. And so that's the first thing. I think Jean got it right. And the second part was help other people's health. And I find, you know, what might be fun if you do yoga or you do some kind of exercise. Recently, I've been doing it with my friends on Zoom. And so if you know somebody who's having trouble with weight, you might, you know, give them an invitation once or twice a week. Let's do yoga together, you know, and play good music and you know, do a lazy yoga together. That's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think, Kelly?
I think that's a cool idea. Like in Singapore, we now have a lot of Zoom calls, which even my brother's doing it. Like they have Zoom calls doing yoga together. And then each person was building one chakras and doing Zoom call together. And they have a massive group of people on Zoom call. I think that's really cool. Right. And actually, I was thinking also, because traditional, there's always a term that's saying like beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah.
I think which is really true in the sense of what our seed is projecting.
Mhm.
And then the fact that I'm wanting to ask is like, we understand that it's because of us that we see beauty. Like, what about us seeing beauty outside? Like how we see other people as seeing us beautiful. It's also coming from us, right?
Supposed to be. Yeah. Which
Yeah.
means I think something I'm enjoying lately is when I see someone who's handsome or beautiful, then or even a nice dog or a pretty bee. By the way, I'm getting my bees in about an hour too. These are replacement bees because there's a bee virus, right? There's a bee virus going on for a long time now, for about 5 years, and we're losing most of the bees. But anyway, so my bees died, and now these are the new ones. They're in the car right now on their way here.
Hi, bees.
They're all
8,000.
they're all ladies, 8,000 ladies. Do you believe it?
Whoa.
They're very smart because they kicked the guys out. Okay, but anyway, nowadays I've been thinking, you know, yeah, my environment is coming from me.
Right.
So if I see someone who's good looking, then actually I can take credit for it because I enjoy taking credit for everything anyway that Jean and Kelly do, and Scott and Reed. So I just enjoy taking credit. So you can take credit every time you see something beautiful, and instead of being jealous or, you know, or wishing that was you, it is you. It's a part of you, like your finger, you know. So I think that's one cool thing to do. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's really a cool idea. What about Jean? What do you think?
I guess then there's a few ways to do it in a sense that if everything is really coming from me, right? Meaning how I look at myself in the mirror, right? And literally like this, and how I look at myself through other people is also coming from me, right? So in a sense, then like what Geshe-la said is that when I see somebody who's really good looking, for example, But I do it in the sense of appreciating the beauty of that person, because it's my seeds that created the beauty of that person I see. In other words, I have the seeds of beauty. So then I can be happy, like what I should say, good job, seeds, you created that amazing thing that you see. So I feel that we can do it in small little ways as well. That's why I think, yeah.
In the Lam Rim,
Yeah.
they would say a nice meditation to do is to think about out of 7 or 8 billion people, you are the person, you are one of a few thousand people who really understand the seeds, who really heard about the seeds. And that's extremely rare to understand that thing. Many people, they live 60, 70 years and they die, and they never understand that things are coming from them. So I think you already have, if you're asking this question, Julia from Finland, if you're asking this question, it means you already have an extraordinary beauty. And it's important that you recognize how beautiful you are. You are already one of the most beautiful people in the world. So
Yeah, that's cool. I have
Yeah.
a question about like eating, right?
Don't
there
ask
are
me.
people as in, there are people who like be like going on diet or trying to exercise or do healthy, and then on the side they're eating potato chips or
Like
French
her.
fries. Yeah, like me. So I want to ask, does it still work if I'm planting seed that way? And then also I'm eating potato chips. And then I'm trying to link it up with the Democrator. There's a chapter 10 that talks about the 3 elements of emptiness.
Mhm.
Like it talks about the emptiness of giving. But in this part here, can we use it to apply the emptiness of the eating, the emptiness of the body, the emptiness of the food, and the emptiness of the eating? Does it work this way if I'm eating it with the
Jeannie,
understanding of emptiness?
Jeannie, what do you think?
I think so, because I'm the kind that I can lose weight really quickly as well, especially when we go to SEIM. I have to cook for the entire family there. I lose weight quickly in the sense that when I eat, I realize that when my motivation of cooking for them is to actually keep them healthy and make sure that they are fed well, and they keep their tummies full, then I realize that I don't eat much. It's like I want to eat, but I just can't. And the next thing I know is within 3 weeks, I lose 6 kg. And it's not in the very scary and healthy way, because we also do yoga in
Yeah.
SEIM. So we combine both the conventional methods as well as the deeper causes. I feel because I really enjoy like taking care of the people who live with me. So when I do it, I kind of go into this mode when I'm cooking, because I'm alone cooking, right? I have this tendency to look at the food and try to imagine, or I wouldn't say imagine, I try to see that the food, the pan, right? It's like seeds opening, right? But if without the seeds, it's empty in the sense that the potential is there. That's why I can see the food that's ripening. And then the same thing is when they are so excited and I serve the dish to them, they are like, right? And I try to see them the same way. I don't know if I'm doing that correctly, but I'm trying to see that the emptiness of them. Then when I eat the food that I just cooked for them, it's also coming from seeds. So that's why I did, Geshe-la. Do you think that that's like?
I think it's great, and if you take it further, okay, I'll just say, I'll just put a seed in your mind, okay, Yulia, which is that if you meditate very, very regularly, okay, and if you study DCI, study, especially when you have time now during this virus. By the way, it's extremely beautiful outside here. I just want to show off. There's a nice storm coming in, which is very rare here. But anyway, if you meditate, meditate, then you will stop breathing. One day you will stop breathing. In Sanskrit, it's called Kevala Kumbhaka, and it means spontaneous. Your breath stops, And then suddenly you realize you haven't breathed for 10, 15 minutes, you know, you're supposed to be dead. And it's a striking experience because suddenly you understand that it's not food that keeps you alive, and actually food has nothing to do with keeping you alive. It's seeds, you see. So, you know, I used to see irritating people in New York who eat potato chips all day and look great. And then I can have green drinks for, you know, 2 months and I still can't, my pants, Nick told me that there's a special demon that sneaks in your house at night and sews your pants tighter every night. And this is sad. So, you know, it's not practical. Okay, we're supposed to say something practical today, but I just want to say that on that day, which will come to all of us, if it hasn't already, and you will realize that food has nothing to do with keeping you alive, which means it doesn't make you fat.
Right.
You know, in theory, you could eat anything. It doesn't really matter. You just have to take care of other people. And I think, I'm just thinking maybe help other people with their self-esteem issues, you know, like when you meet people who think they're not good. It's funny because the most beautiful people I know think they're not beautiful and they insist that they're not beautiful. It's like Veronica, when she cooks dinner, she always says, this is not that good. And I'm like, just eating, you know, and I'm like, what are you talking about? So I think if we can find these people, which are all around us, who don't think they're beautiful, but they're super beautiful, and just let them know.
That's really cool. All right. So what do you think, Jean?
I think
Or should we
it's
come
about
up?
time for us to do a summary. Maybe Kelly, you would like to like give Yulia a really clear like action plan, like, you know, from what we covered
Right.
so far, like what are the steps she can actually take.
Cool. So based on what we have talked about here, I think Jean kind of also like explained that we should not just only think about losing weight. We should also think about helping people to be healthy, can be eating healthy or helping somebody with an exercise program or something at the same time. And we have to think about not getting angry because that's the seed for beauty and to seeing beauty around you. And I think Gish Michael mentioned that like when we see something beautiful, we should be happy about it because we have the seeds to see beauty. And then of course we can direct the seeds to see ourselves being beautiful, right? Having a beautiful body. I think that's really cool. And then Gish Michael also mentioned about the last part about ultimately we understand that food doesn't really sustain us because food is also empty, right? Ultimately, we keep planting seeds and we understand that true healthy or true beauty comes from helping other people to be beautiful or to be healthy. And I think Kish Michael mentioned quite a key essence because a lot of people feel they are not beautiful is because they don't have the esteem to feel they're beautiful. Yeah, I think I personally have that issue as well. So it's about having to give confidence to other people, praise other people, right? And then keep appreciating the beauty of others. Yeah, telling people, oh, you look beautiful, you look cool. And then I think that plants a seed for esteem, that to be able to see yourself as a beautiful person. Yeah. Did I miss anything?
Well, one
Yes.
very practical thing, you know, Diamond Mountain is not very far from my house. Yulia, what you could do is all kinds of sweets, donuts, cookies. You could just mail them to me and you wouldn't have to eat them. And that's just a very practical thing you can do.
I don't know if she should be still sending you donuts or maybe green drinks.
I think we got it covered. And frankly, if you're at Diamond Mountain, you're already unbelievably beautiful. You know, the angels are looking at you and they are saying, "Oh my God, she's so beautiful." You know?
Yeah, that's cool. And now I think we can show you the video for next tomorrow, right? For tomorrow. So we have Brian from Mexico here. Oops, sorry. The sound is not coming up.
Who's on the show tomorrow is
Alex and Fernanda, right?
Alex from Colorado, USA, a very good DCI teacher, and Fernanda from Mexico City, a very good DCI teacher. I think it's going to be an amazing combination of Mexico and Colorado.
Hi, this is Brian from Mexico City.
Okay.
My question has to do with relationships. Almost a year ago, I broke up with my girlfriend, and I was wondering if it's possible for us to get involved in a relationship together again. But I think I have to say that she already has a relationship with someone else. So what does the DCI system says about this? Is it possible, or should I just give up on this? Thank you.
All right, thank you, Brian. So as we said, tomorrow we will have Alex and Fernanda with us to answer Brian's question. So that's it for today.
Yeah,
Good morning.
I'm looking forward to them answering the question.
Yeah.
Okay, see you guys. Oh, I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Bye.
We'll see these Singapore ladies on Wednesday. Okay, bye.
Yeah. See you.
Thanks for watching today's Peachtree Morning Show. See you next time.